common complaints I hear from people who move from blue collar or pink collar to white collar work is that they feel like they have to handle people with kid gloves, that they get upset over the most minor things. That's what I think of when you bring up Sayres' law. Sayres' law is that there's a direct inverse relationship between how trivial something is and how upset people get. So that people get more upset over tiny things like the font being wrong, or you sending a Teams link versus a Zoom link, for example. In my interviews with people from working class backgrounds who moved up in social class, I hear things like, in my previous job, people would tell you if they had a problem with you. In my current job, people will smile to your face, say you're doing a great job, and then complain to the boss and write passive-aggressive emails. And I feel like I have to handle them with kid gloves. This relates to Sayres' law. The intensity of the feelings is directly inverse to the value of what's at stake. Curious, why do you think that is? Why do you think people get more upset over things that are less valuable? In blue-collar jobs, that what's at stake is very clear, and it's usually an immediate consequence like getting hurt on the job. And there are often safety and quality regulations to try to reduce that, especially now post-1960s labor laws. White-collar jobs, people are fighting over things that are more abstract. They're a creative idea, something that hasn't been tried yet, or things like status, recognition, being right. The actual stakes are low. Every small slight, from a referendum of your worth, your intelligence, your place in the hierarchy and how you're perceived. And a lot of corporate and white collar is perception. Fake it till you make it. So that's why somebody loses their mind over you sending the wrong template. Not because of the template, but because it's about power, perception, control. Knowing what the unwritten rules are in these work environments is important because these small slights about things that may not matter, such as speaking indirectly, your appearance management, the formal and informal hierarchies, are important for making your work life easier. Now, are they fair? Not necessarily. And that's why in my upcoming book, I provide recommendations for leaders and staff and HR, because we're going to have to navigate these together. You don't even know what the kid gloves are. You can be left wondering, why is this person so upset with me? And it's such a small thing. You can get a free chapter linked to my bio. I also have a sale going on with my school community that if you book one of the first 10 spots, the annual plan, I will also add a bonus unwritten rules navigation session one-on-one with me for an hour, and you will get one of the first physical hard copies of my book, which I will mail you myself. Links are in bio.